Hi everyone, this is Princey and welcome back to the channel. I'm back after a long time to share an exciting news. Kraftgali completes 3 years of being in business this month. As we celebrate our 3rd anniversary, I would like to thank each one of you for supporting us throughout. We have a special edition stamp set released to celebrate our beautiful journey so far. Okay, so let's get into the card we are gonna make today. I'm going to be using some watercolor paper from Holtz. This is a super thick 120 pound paper that resists buckling and dries quickly. Starting out with a bunch of stamping, I'm going to stamp a couple of bunches from the stamp set using some antique linen distress ink on watercolor paper. I'm trying to achieve a no-line coloring look on this card, and this is why I chose a light colored ink. I taped my cardstock on work surface as it prevents warping to some extent. I will be using this Mijello Mission Gold watercolors to paint these flowers. I bought these colors months back, created a swatch and hardly got time to use them on a real project. Well, with more stay-at-home time, I finally get to use them. I'm using a couple of water brushes from Pentel. I'm using the large tip to apply color and the smaller size tip to spread color or add water. Using 2 brushes saves a lot of time and paint. I will be jumping from one petal to another. I'm using wet on wet technique to color these. I'll first wet the petal with water, second add paint to a smaller portion of it, and third bring a drier brush to spread the paint. This helps create a beautiful gradient look. I make sure that before starting a new petal, all petals close to it are dry, so color doesn't bleed from one petal into another. After completing the purple color, I'll bring some shades of magenta or pink to add more layers. I have a more detailed coloring video for this on our Instagram channel. You may go check it out if you're interested. We are donating 50% of all profits from April 1st to April 15th for this stamp set or any other purchase made at kraftgali.com to COVID-19 Relief Fund for Feeding America that helps millions of Americans through food banks during these tough times. If there's something on your wish list, now is a great time to go buy that from the store. Once all flowers were done, I'll move to the leaves. I'm using 2 shades of green to add colors on these leaves. Nothing fancy, darker side near the ends and lighter in middle portions. I didn't really spend much time on these leaves, kept them really simple as I was running out of time. This whole coloring process took me some 3 hours and this was a rather elaborate card front. You may keep it relatively simpler if you want. Once all coloring is done, we'll move forward with assembling this card. I spilled some paint near the smaller flowers, so I decided to trim those out. I fuzzy cut both bigger peony flowers from this card front to save all my hard work and decided to add them to another project, and phew, I was able to save my project. I'm adding the sentiment Flowers for You from the same Peony Bliss stamp set using Versafine Onyx black ink and my Misty stamping tool. And finally adding these cut flowers to my card base using some square adhesives from Scrapbook adhesives. I want these colored flowers to be the focal point of this card and decided to not add anything else on this card. Just to finish it up, I covered some of the extra colored outlines with a white gel pen for a more cleaner look, and this just did the trick. Here are some more similar cards I made. It's a great stamp set with lovely hand-drawn images. I hope you will visit the store and check out this stamp set. Please do subscribe to our channel if you'd like to see more from us. Thank you, stay safe and stay positive. Until next time, bye-bye.